What does this mean? It means you can go to the constituted authority and say to them, listen, there's a problem with this election, and here are the problems. And then that body, the constituted authority, they can, if you do it while the election is going on, they can stop the election. Or they can petition the court and say, court, we want you to throw out the election results. Or they can say, we want you to throw out the election results of a particular polling division, not the whole thing. If you in a constituency, if you let's say you have 8 divisions and there were issues with 2 divisions, you can go to the constituted authority, present them with the evidence, have them go to court, and have asked the court to say, listen, we want throughout the 2 divisions, not all 8, the 2 that we had a problem with, we throw them out. That's it. And here's what it says. It says a petition can be made on behalf of a candidate or on the authority's own motion. So anybody can do it on behalf of the candidate. The candidate can do it him or herself. Or the authority, the constituted authority can say, okay, we're going to do it on our own. Right? All right. Follow me, people. Follow me carefully. Due to malpractices carried out in the constituency of West Central St Andrew. When you say malpractice, means somebody never do what they're supposed to do. Somebody with a responsibility, a professional, didn't do what they're supposed to do, and people suffered. Or a person suffered. Right? And so they asked for the results to be voided in the constituency. Let's start right here. The Jamaica Labour Party candidate secured a majority of the votes cast in West Central St Andrew. Right? And the court upheld a request for the voiding of the poll in West Central St Andrew. We're not worried about the other part, South Central St Catherine, just St Andrew. The date for the retaking of the poll for West Central St Andrew was the 26th of March, 1998. Now remember, the election was in 1997. And they went to court. And the court says, okay, fine, this is what we're going to do. We could get down into the nitty-gritty now. The People's National Party, Dr. Warren Blake, was declared the winner of the poll taken on March 26, 1998. Here's what happened. When the election was conducted in 1997, my understanding is that the Andrew Holness wasn't prime minister, that he won, but there were some problems, and that the PNP candidate brought it to the attention of the officials, and it turned out that the PNP candidate won. Then Mr. Holness, when they did the new poll, he lost. And he appealed. And they had to do it over again. So now what you have the election, then you have the retaking of the poll, and then you have another retaking of the poll. So essentially we had 3 elections when we should have only 1. We had three elections. Here we go. It says, when they did it in March 26, 1988, reports from 4 polling stations at Taylor's Basic School indicated that further malpractices were carried out. The Jamaica Labour Party and losing candidate in the retaking of the West Central St Andrew poll, Mr. Andrew Holness, Sr., filed a petition to the constituted authority for a further retaking of the poll in 4 divisions. So now him say, you don't have to do the whole constituency, just 4 divisions where we had problems. And here it is. The request was put forward by the authority, and the results of the 4 polling divisions were voided. They threw them out. They said, Andrew Holness, you're right. We're going to throw them out. And now, here's a new date. The day for the retaking of the poll in the 4 divisions was set for June 1998. Three times they had this election. They had it constituency-wide. Then they had another one constituency-wide. Then they found problems with 4 divisions. Then they went and said, okay, let's do another retaking of the poll in those 4 divisions. And then the Prime Minister won. The one thing they show, and people should have realized this, is that the Prime Minister is dedicated. The Prime Minister is him not give up. So what you have to do, you have to lean into the wind with him. You can't give up either, because he's not going to give up. And here it is. When they did it, they said the 4 polling divisions in West Central St. Andrew were sufficient to change the result of the March 26 poll. And indeed, after the poll on June 30th, Mr. Andrew Holness of the Jamaica Labour Party was returned as a member of Parliament for West Central St. Andrew. See there? And look who was there. Look who was the director of elections. When I look out against Danvile still, but Danvile was there. Danvile sign off on this report here. Danville. So the point I'm making here, people, is that you have to be steadfast in the pursuit of justice. If you feel you've been wronged, you have to fight to the end. You have to fight to the end, because the Prime Minister there, he fought to the end. That's when he got into politics in 1998, when he got into Parliament, 1998. He was in Petra, he was in politics before that, because he used to hang out with Eddie Siaga. Remember, there's a company called Premium, I think it's Premium, that he used to work, that was run by Edward Siaga, and Mr. Holness was employed there. And even when he got into Parliament, he was still employed by Edward Siaga. So, let me go down and see if anything else is here. No, we can't move this. So what I'm telling you is this. If you have reasons to appeal. Don't let nobody tell you any foolishness that you can't win or it's a waste of time. This is a matter of principle and the Constitution, and you have to fight for it. You have to fight for it. So here's what I'm being told about West Central St. Andrew, a place that I used to live in. The place behind me is one gully away from it. You just, that street here, you just take that street, go all the way up to the top, and there's a gully. You cross that gully there, you're gone over in the Prime Minister constituency. You're gone over in a Towile. I know the place very well. Here's what I've been told. That they were intimidating tactics employed. People went to vote and them saw a sea of green in front of the polling station and they just turn around and go back where them come from. Heard that there were irregularities inside the polling station. Heard that the boxes from the Seaward location didn't leave until I think it was about 10 o'clock, even though the polls closed at 5. Heard that people who were in line were not allowed to vote. Those things, if proven, are enough to void the election in that constituency. If proven, if true, those things are enough to void the election in that constituency.